Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Jesus Acebo, and I thought I'd bring you to update with Ant-Man. Since the movie's coming out this July, I thought I'd give you some facts on the character. So sit back and let's learn a little bit about this tiny Avenger. Number 1. Hank Pym was the original Ant-Man in the Marvel Comics continuity. Pym was a scientist and an adventurer who eventually created other heroic identities for himself, including Giant Man, Goliath, and Yellow Jacket. The second Ant-Man was Scott Lang, a thief who stole Pym's Ant-Man suit to save his daughter's life. Pym was impressed by Lang's heroics and he allowed him to take over the role. But in the mid-2000s, there was a third Ant-Man named Eric O'Grady. The O'Grady Ant-Man headlined the Irredeemable Ant-Man comic by the Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman and artist Phil Hester. While Pym and Lang have baggage in their histories, O'Grady was an even bigger jerk who used his powers to steal, and he also used them to spy on Ms. Marvel in the shower. Who can blame him? In case you're wondering about the picture above, that's Hank Pym holding O'Grady's Ant-Man over his head while attempting to reclaim the costume from him. O'Grady eventually showed a more heroic side to his character before he was written out of the comics. He's also the only Ant-Man who won't be appearing in the movie, as far as we know. Number 2. There was almost never an Ant-Man at all. Stan Lee, Larry Lieber, and artist Jack Kirby created Hank Pym for a one-off story in Tales to Astonish number 7 in 1962. As originally conceived in that story, Pym shrank himself and he accidentally became trapped in an anthill. Pym managed to live through his initial adventure, and the sales of the issue encouraged Lee to bring Pym back as a superhero 8 issues later. From there, an Ant-Man was born in Tales to Astonish number 35. Shortly after that, Pym's Ant-Man was a founding member of the Avengers alongside the Wasp, Iron Man, Hulk, and Thor. Number 3. If you've read enough superhero comics, then you know that death can be a revolving door in that world. When writer Brian Michael Bendis took over the Avengers, one of the first things he did was to kill off Scott Lang in a massive explosion that also destroyed Avengers Mansion. It seemed like a definitive death at the time, which freed up the Ant-Man role for Eric O'Grady. But these are comics, and Scott was eventually revealed to have never actually died because of time travel. Yeah, don't ask. And the last fact for today, the origin of his helmet. When Henry Pym first discovered his size-reducing serum, he became trapped in an anthill and was pursued by the ants within. He escaped with the help of a friendly ant and restored himself to his normal size. The incident triggered an interest in ants in Pym, and he theorized that ants communicate through psionic, or electrical waves transmitted through their antennae. After months of work, Pym succeeded in creating his first cybernetic helmet, which would enable him to communicate with ants through transmitting and receiving psionic or electrical waves. Through this helmet, he managed to control a number of ants who would help him in his adventures as Ant-Man. Well, that brings it to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed these facts and show them off to your friends in the movie theater. I am Jesus Acebo, and you've just been updated on Ant-Man. Thank you for watching.